Hello, my dears. I'm Annette of AnnetteLeonard.com, back with Chronic Wellness. Uh, so I was recently watching This Is Us. I feel confident in saying that it is some of the best drama on television. And if you pay attention here on my channel, you will understand when I say it is one of the only shows on television that has ever mirrored some of what my growing up experience of my family of origin was like. So being the only biological child, the youngest child with two adopted biracial siblings, it's fascinating to see somebody peeling through some of the layers of complexity and power and privilege and oppression and nuances of race and disability and stories about weight and dynamics within a family structure in that show that mirror my own. So that's just an aside. And recently, one of the characters, Beth, said, "I'm a dancer who doesn't dance." And I started to cry because I thought, I'm a singer who doesn't sing. I'm a mountain climber who doesn't climb mountains. I am a dancer who doesn't dance. I am a fill in the blank, all the ways that I used to identify that I no longer do. And when I focus on that, it hurts. When you focus on the things you have lost, on the identities that you aren't, it's painful. And then I thought too about the wisdom of Byron Katie, a name I have spoken many times here. And she is an enlightened being, an ascended master who walks among us. And she asks us to take our most stressful thoughts, like, I'm a singer who doesn't sing, and ask, is it true? And I say, with all the knowledge of my body, a resounding, yeah, hell yeah. And then the next question is, are you sure that it's true? Well, I sing in my mind. I hum a few bars here and there. And then I think more metaphorically around the music that I make by having hard conversations with one of my nephews who is becoming a young adult, or the long history of my life and the dance that it is. And I think, well, maybe not so true, right? And from her work, kind of the shorthand that Elizabeth Gilbert has said is that the opposite of your most stressful thought is the way to enlightenment. So I wouldn't say that it is my most stressful thought that I'm a dancer who doesn't dance or a singer that doesn't sing, but what is the opposite of that? I'm someone who dances all the time. I sing with my whole being. Byron Katie teaches how to sort of make a message the opposite. So that's what I'm doing here, is just sort of opposing that message. And I certainly feel better when I think that. And so, again, as I think about how to bob like a cork, had to bring myself upright like a buoy in a storm-tossed ocean. It is this kind of mental shift that I am working with to balance the turbulence inside of me, to try to find ways to see what is also true rather than just the gremlins inside my head that tell me that I'm just a vacuum of need, that I don't have anything to offer, that I only take from this world. That I'm going to turn those around. That I have only love to give. That I am not needy, but need just the right amount. That I am giving exactly what I'm meant to be giving to the world. And you can tell by my facial expression that I'm still working with this, and I just did those in the moment, that when I have time with quiet or in writing or in sitting down and talking with you to perfect these. And it is worth taking the time to do that, because I can just as easily lie to myself as I can tell myself the truth. And so it is worth taking the time to figure it out and tell myself the truth. So, the opposite of my most stressful thoughts are the way to enlightenment, but more importantly, just the way to freedom, rather than being locked in the prison of my own ugliest thoughts about myself. I love you. I see you. This is a hard road we're on. It's painful and isolating. So I congratulate you on choosing to extend yourself and spend a few minutes listening to a message that is counter to those ugly critics sitting up in our head, judging us and lying to us about the truth of what we have to offer to our loved ones, and as an example, to others who are invariably following us on this hard road. So, health is not a guarantee. Most people are in temporarily able bodies, and so we can shine a light, be a beacon, and teach them while we're teaching ourselves about how to walk this path. Thanks for sharing a little bit of it with me. Be well.